wrestling. I said it's time to talk about wrestling. What time it's time to talk about wrestling. Welcome to the Smart Kingdom. Yeah, that was a jingle. Anyway, what's up, everybody? CCX last week's episode. Oh, YouTube, and your weird algorithm sometimes is just super annoying. It's the WWE Roundup. It's episode 18. NXT is the cream of the crop, and yeah, Shino's reacting to something in there. I don't know what he's reacting to, but uh, before we get into everything, first of all, how are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. I hope life is treating you well and you're not panicking over stupid stuff like I just did a couple minutes ago / hours ago. Yeah, just stay calm. Keep it cool. Keep the faith. Do your best, and it's not the end game. It's not the end of the world if you fail at something. Also, Dominion is coming up, and someone asked me if I was gonna do a reaction video to Kenny versus Okada 4. Now listen, if I stay up long enough, if I stay up the whole night and watch Dominion live, y'all getting that. I'm gonna just shoot a video and react to it live instead of going live, because that don't make any sense. If I went live, and I don't know if I'm in my bed or something, I'm not getting up to do it. But since Dominion is a couple days away, tomorrow for sure you're getting my Dominion predictions. I always wanted to do those. I wanted to do it for Sakura Genesis, but for some reason, things didn't work out, and it's all good. But you will be getting some Dominion pay-per-view predictions by yours truly, me, little old me. But with all that out the way, it's time to get your little 3 counts on. 1, 2, 3. Let's get into it, guys. Let's talk about Monday night. Let's reconnect. Let's reconnect. Let's make sure we're back. Okay, we're back. The more I watch Monday Night Raw, the more I don't want to report on it, because like JD and many others on YouTube talking about wrestling, seems like we're repeating ourselves. And I don't feel like repeating myself about how bad it was. If you just check my live tweets and read those, you can see how disgusted I am with Raw and it's BS. It did the same format it always does. It starts with a segment, and it looks like we're gonna get a solo match, and then it turns to a tag team match, and that's what happened exactly with Elias and Seth Rollins, except it was Elias and Mahal instead of Mahal and Owens like 2 weeks ago, and Reigns and Rollins versus those two, and it's just stupid, Elias and Jinder beat Seth and Reigns. I'm surprised that actually happened, but Elias needs to look good because he's his evil twin, by the way. So if you're Seth's evil twin, you have to have a good match. Kurt Hawkins promised free tacos for everyone if he could beat his record, which was 0-199. And this is sad. This is the best part of the show. James Harden, local wrestler James Harden, is versus Kurt Hawkins. And instead of Kurt finally winning, because it's enhancement talent, Kurt's got to win this, Baron Corbin screws it up, attacks James Harden. James Harden wins via DQ. Hawkins is 0-200. I'm very sad. No free tacos for Houston. And it just all goes downhill from here, because apparently all the heels have become, excuse my language, chicken shit heels to the highest level. Like, what is going on with them? And this is something we need to talk about, because this is pitiful. Why is Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin running to Stephanie McMahon when they don't get their way? What happened to heels just being heels instead of just like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to Stephanie. I'm not getting opportunity today. I'm not getting the matches I want. And Kurt's not doing his job right. I'm going to file a complaint. Where's the manager? Where's the manager? That's what all the heels feel like on Raw is where is the manager? If something goes wrong, just go to Stephanie instead of going to Kurt. Instead of, doing like I hope what Drew McIntyre is going to do eventually is just run down anyone and take his opportunities and not worry about, getting the okay from Kurt or Steph. Be a true heel. Instead, I'm just getting these where the manager heels. And I say this because Baron Corbin is now the constable of Raw. It's just, that's weak. He's the fun police. He's basically an angle in WWE 2K18 on the universe mode. Just, I'm the fun police. I don't like that. No, no, no. Change the match. I don't like it. No. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's bloody asinine. And why are we doing this to these heels? Corbin was a beast in NXT. Owens was a beast in NXT. Owens was a beast on SmackDown. Why is he such a little chicken shit here? Like, Stephanie, where's the manager? This Kurt's not doing it right. Where's the manager? Like, no, you're a heel. You're a freaking heel. Act like one. Please start acting like them, because you're not acting like heels anymore. You're just acting like little girls who go to the manager and snitch because you didn't get your way, and it's super annoying. Anyway, moving forward to more stupidity, Nia Jax defeats Natalya. All right, so they had a match. Nia wins because Natalya hurt herself by, I guess tweaking her knee. So Ronda checks on. You got it. You're my friend. I got it. It's my friend. I'll make sure my friend's okay. My friend fine. My friend okay. And Nia, all of a sudden, going from I'm a bully last week to oh no, I hurt my friend. I love Natty. Natty's the best. I dance in clubs with Natty. Natty is the best. Ronda's like, yo, bro, back up. I got this. And I was like, that's my friend too. No, not back off. This is my friend. I trained with her. You just dance in clubs with her. Back off. So that's the thing. And continuing before we even go to the next part of the show, we go backstage after a certain match, and Ronda and Nia are arguing over Natty. Like, well, she's my friend too. Where's my friend? That's my friend. How dumb do they make Nia look, guys? Like, she's a heel one week, she's a babyface this week, she's concerned this week, she doesn't give it after, like, the week before that. It doesn't make any sense. And Natty's like, guys, I just need some alone time, okay? Because you two are smothering me. Walks off with crutches. And those two just stare at each other. Ronda's like, and Nia's just like, look what I've done. But you didn't do anything. She tweaked her own knee. You did not do anything to injure her. It was a Natty hurt Natty thing, not Nia hurt Natty. Doesn't make any sense, guys. I hate this storyline. I hope it's over really soon, because I don't want to talk about Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey anymore. This is just dumb, and this is what happens when you rush angles instead of taking your time with them. And I hope you learn your lesson from that. So after that, we had Bobby Roode trying to survive Braun Strowman. Of course, he didn't. Braun Strowman broke a ladder with his hands. Cool. The BT wins I guess the Battle Royal. Whatever. They won. I can't believe I've turned on the B team in like 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks, and I hate them already. It's just so annoying. It's a parody of why the tag team division sucks, and it shouldn't be, because Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are two top quality performers. But you wouldn't know that. They're too busy being a joke. They're jokesters. So, yeah. All right. Oh, God, why? The Lashley and Sami Zayn thing. Effing horrible. I don't understand this. This is just bad. Sammy is Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, except it's conspiracy Charlie. It's not funny Charlie. And he's just throwing things out there. Oh, you lying. You have a VIP thing. I stalked your Instagram, and I sent you a message. By the way, why are they making Bobby Lashley talk? Bobby shouldn't talk. He shouldn't talk right now. Just be silent, beat people up like you did in TNA. Talk when it's time to talk. But Sammy's like, I stalked your Instagram and I had a burner account and I sent you a message and sent me to a VIP package and thing. And then I was a conspiracy. I'm like, is that real? Is the motivational quote real? Is your time in the military real? And Bobby goes, okay. I'm just acting. I'm acting. My hat. I'm acting. Then Lashley's music hits and he's like, buddy, what are you doing, buddy? Why? No. Everyone has to start somewhere. Everyone has to start somewhere. However, this is a terrible start. This is a terrible start. Say it with me now. This is a terrible start. And I need this feud to end because this is doing neither one of these guys any favors. Lashley looks stupid. Sammy looks stupid. And the writers are just bloody stupid. Every week it's just cringe city, and it's going to be more cringe until Money in the Bank. I hate this. The internet hates this. Anyone who enjoyed Bobby Lashley's time in TNA hates this. Anyone who enjoyed Sami Zayn before any of these stupid Bobby Lashley things hates this because they know how capable both these men are at performing and putting on a good show. But this storyline that they have in front of them is absolute garbage. Shame. Shame on the writers. I don't know who's writing this, but you need to fire them immediately. Because they have to go. Or send them to a class to write wrestling because this isn't even good by wrestling standards. This is just bad B-movie television. No, not even B-movie television. D-movie television. It's bad. Good Lord. When I hear Lashley and Sammy, I just cringe up. Moving forward, we had Roman Reigns and Jinder Mahal. They talk smack to each other in the same arena. You know, Roman asks Jinder, what have you done lately? Jinder's like, you wouldn't say that to my face. I wish Jinder would have said something along the lines of, well, you know, I was the modern day Maharaja. I won the WWE Championship. I held it for 6 months. I became the U.S. champion. Held that for a minute. What have you done? I also won my WrestleMania match. What about you, Roman? Just like the meme. Exactly like the meme. He should have just said everything the meme said. Roman wouldn't have no comeback. But Roman's like, well, okay, I'll come and find you. I'll beat you up in front of your face and say it to your face. And Roman comes and beats up Jinder, and Jinder doesn't get any offense in because Jinder's weak. Roman's strong. Unga boonga. And that's what happened. Ember Moon and Sasha and Alexa beat the Riot Squad, but this is only because of Bayley, because Alexa Bliss claims she injured herself during the match, and it was a mini handicap match until Bayley runs in to save the day. But because of the new constable, that wasn't going down because Kurt Angle is scared of Stephanie McMahon and he needs this job because he doesn't want to wrestle full time again, because that would require him to actually put in some effort into being on TV instead of giving us those lackluster performances he's giving us at pay-per-views minus WrestleMania. So Kurt reverses the decision because of Baron Corbin, and everyone hates Bayley once again, right when Sasha and Bayley were about to be friends again. So Big Show talks about the Special Olympics games and Team Texas going there, and this is probably the best moment of the show. Finn Balor comes out and he like two sweets and high fives all the Special Olympic kids on Team Texas, and one of the kids does Finn's entrance to the T. Perfect. I'm like, that is what wrestling's all about sometimes. Just making others feel good. That's what it's about. And yeah, that was it. Then he had a match with KO. And I loved how Michael Cole and everyone kept saying, this is their first meeting. Their first meeting ever. Their first meeting about time in WWE. Like NXT Brooklyn 2 TakeOver that doesn't exist. Like TakeOver Brooklyn 2 doesn't exist. And Beast and Knees doesn't exist. That never happened. It's not, NXT isn't under WWE apparently. It's not. So, whatever. And Finn Balor defeated KO via DQ. I hate Raw. They redid the Brooklyn 2 spot with the ladder and the coup de grace. So, whatever. Moving on to happier trials of SmackDown Live happened. Oscar defeated whatever we're calling Absolution now. I mean, it's Dead Absolution. They did that. Carl Anderson beat Harper with a roll up, which threw me completely off. Like, the Good Boys winning matches? What? What? They beat Harper? Um, I don't remember which Uso it is, and I'm not going to even try because I get them mixed up every time. They look way too identical. Team, whichever one is married to Naomi, beat Rusev Day, which was Lana and Aiden English. And thankfully, this didn't go to some Aiden because Aiden cost me the match, and Aiden didn't do his job. And if I had Rusev, I would have won. And I'm gonna get you kicked out. Glad that did not happen. The contract signing between AJ Styles and Nakamura was awesome. It got straight to the point. It wasn't in front of everyone. No one got put through a table. No one got, no one's gotten a brawl or anything. It was just a straight up contract signing. AJ signed his thing, and Nakamura continued to act like he didn't understand the language, and he acted like he was going to get up to punch AJ. And AJ slapped Nakamura, which has become a meme. Looking for the treasure one. That's very funny. And Paige's like, "What the hell, man?" Nakamura was like, "Okay." Signs and stuff, and that's it. Straightforward, straight to the point. There's going to be a winner. This last man standing match is on and Poppington. I am excited. Becky Lynch defeated Charlotte in an awesome match. I think Charlotte has never beaten Becky Lynch clean. Never. Every time she's had a match with Becky Lynch, it's always been interference. Dana, Rick again, someone in NXT, but yeah, Charlotte's never beaten Becky Lynch. Becky wins with the disarmor. Good sportsmanship at the end. I'm all for it. I completely muted what Big Cass said because I don't like hearing him talk. He sounds annoying, like a little entitled brat. I didn't have time for it. Apparently, he said there's no one. You've never been in a ring with someone as big as me. Exhibit A over there says Big Show and Kane. Exhibit B, Kane. I said Big Show and Kane. So Exhibit A is Big Show and Kane. Exhibit B, anyone that's not you. And Exhibit C, please stop talking. And yeah, Big Cass talking is awful. Sin Cara, was having a little interview backstage, and he's talking about how he knew Andrade since he was 14 years old, and said until something happened. And Zelina says, "Oh, something happened. I'm a something." And she starts talking and says, almost asks for a match with Sin Cara next week. And Sin Cara's like, "Huh? Why? What? Huh? That's my friend. My hermano would never do this to me." And of course, Almas comes and beats the crap out of Sin Cara backstage, just blindsides him, and we're getting that match next week. They're definitely not compadres, as Almas kept saying in Spanish. I did catch that part. And for our main event, we had the New Day defeat Samoa Joe, Rusev, Miz, and an awesome match proving why tag team wrestling is important, and you guys should care. You should care, because this was great. This was great. And before the match, we were going to figure out who. It's like way back in the show, but we're going to figure out what member of the New Day is going to be in the Money in the Bank. And Miz is like, Woods called him Hokage Miz, and I caught the joke because he's the only member, so he's the strongest person. Okay. Anyway, there's a hat with names in it. Instead, Miz tries to put his hand in the hat. And Biggie's like, "Wait, you gotta close your eyes." And the minute Miz puts his hand in the other hat, it's pancake batter. And that was funny. But Samoa Joe, Rusev, and the Miz put up a good effort, but they couldn't beat the New Day. Great show, great match. SmackDown Live does not disappoint. It doesn't. 205 Live, very quick stuff here. Lince Dorado beat Kendrick, and Gulak assaulted all three members of Lucha House Party. That's basically it. And Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali ended in a no contest because of Hideo Itami. Yeah, Hideo interfered and he attacked both men, and he did that stupid finisher, the dragon sleeper knee thing. Just let him do the GTS. He freaking invented the thing. Let him do the move. What's so hard about this? CM Punk's not coming back. You don't have to worry about him coming back. Let him do the GTS. GTS is for Hideo. What is wrong with y'all? He demanded respect, and if Hideo doesn't get a title shot, we're gonna have a problem. By the way, one more thing happened. Leo Rush is coming to 205 Live too. I was wondering where he was in NXT, but I figured he was gonna get moved up there. I didn't see him having a long run in NXT, so it's awesome. He gets to be the 23-year-old Playboy coming to 205 Live. I can't wait. And finally, the cream of the crop show, NXT. So Shayna Baszler kicks off the show addressing Nikki Cross, and Cross comes out, basically enters the ring, and Baszler says, that was a stunt you pulled. It was a joke. Don't ever do that again. If you do it again, we have a problem. Throws the mic at Cross, and Cross says, do it, Nikki. Do it. Do it. Do it. Put me to sleep. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And, they start to brawl, and Cross takes Baszler out with, a crossbody. And right after that little segment, the little vignette thing pops up saying that, their match is going to be official at NXT TakeOver. And I'm like, yay, we saw it coming. TM6 won with a squash match. They cut a promo afterwards and said, we've beaten Heavy Machinery. We can beat the War Raiders. We've beaten, what's that other tag team? The Street Profits. We've beaten them. We can beat the War Raiders. We can beat anybody. And all of you should kneel to us because we are the mighty. And I'm like, you should kneel to them because they're the night, whatever. They're the mighty, guys. That's what they should be called now. They play a little vignette for Lars, and Lars just beating everyone up in the performance center, right? And this is a bunch of people who will probably see in like a year or so, but he's just beating everyone up. And TM61 walks in, and they see Lars beating everyone up, and they just say, nah, let's go get In-N-Out or whatever is in Florida. And they leave. They just left. I just thought that was funny. Roderick Strong defeated Danny Burch after interference by Undisputed Era and Lorcan and Dunn. Lorcan and Dunn made the save when Undisputed Era came out and tried to, screw things up. But just wasn't enough. Adam Cole got Burch's attention, and once he got his attention, that was enough for Roderick Strong to hit a backbreaker. 1, 2, 3, the end. But wasn't over because Pete Dunne came out, and Pete Dunne, got some revenge on Roddy, but numbers game was a bit too much, and it led to end of heartache on Roddy, and that was the end of that. Yeah. Cuts backstage to EC3. Crashes Cassius Ohno's photo shoot. Is this what Cassius does now? Just photo shoots. And it's like, you taking a picture of this guy? You should be taking a picture of me. Top 1%. He's not even top 10%. I'm top 1%. And EC3, like, all right, cool. Cassius touches the suit and makes a challenge. EC3's like, I accept your challenge. Does this number, like, hands off my suit. Filthy animal. Don't need you on my suit. That's set for next week. Alistair responded to Lars, which was cool. He says Lars' reality will fade to black. Expected. Ricochet versus Velveteen vignette. I am so excited for this match. I never thought this would happen. I didn't think they would even make this good. This for me doubting NXT and why it is the cream of the crop. This is the show you should watch instead of Raw. Only watch Raw to rage out. But Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream is going to be the best match in TakeOver Chicago. That's all you need to know. It's going to be so damn good. That vignette and the Twitter beef has me ready. I am excited. I cannot wait to see what those two are going to do in Chicago. Just one more week. Oh, man, one more week. I can't wait. Anywho, Kairi Sane defeated Lacey Evans in the rubber match. Glad that's over with. No offense to Lacey Evans. Just Not with Kyrie. Try Vanessa Bourne or something, or that Reina Gonzalez lady. You two should feud, but not Kyrie. Hopefully Kyrie moves on to better things after this, and so does Lacey. And finally, the final segment. Let's do our thing on this show. We don't say the other guy's name. The man who shall not be named comes out to yell at us because, Johnny Wrestling is our fave, and we don't like him too much after he broke our hearts at that takeover. And, he says this line like, oh, Johnny Wrestling has to become Johnny Badass, and that starts a chant. And the man who shall not be named continues to bring up Johnny's wife, Candace, like, you broke your wife, you're broken, don't show up because I'm going to break you. And this fairy tale ending will not have a happy ending. Of course, he brings up Candace again, and Johnny Wrestling comes out raging. Raging. He bum rushes security, just walks right past them, boom, boom, runs in the ring, pops chomping, no! 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 I said his name! It's the second time this has happened on this show. Shoot! He pops the man who shall not be named in the mouth a couple times, gets a couple punches in, and he's chasing him around the whole freaking ring, and security keeps trying to break him up, but it's not helping. Hits a freaking crossbody plancha thing on the man who shall not be named, gets some punches in. Then the man who shall not be named runs into the ring. Security follows after Johnny. Johnny runs. Security grabs him. Johnny finally punches security. This leads to a cheap shot by the man who shall not be named. And, hits the Gargano escape on Johnny Gargano, leaving him left in the ring, And he does while walking up the ramp. But for some reason, Johnny seemed to no-sell it, or he saw him doing this. He just came charging again. And he came like a wrecking ball and punched the piss out of Ciampa and threw him into the little LED board head first. And did I say his name again? Oh my God, I think I said his name again. Anyway, he sees the man who shall not be named. He throws him in the LED board, busts his head open, and he just keeps punching him, and Johnny puts the Gargano escape onto the man who shall not be named because I didn't say his name, and if I said it twice, we screwed up. And he's not letting go to close the show. It reminded me of an episode of WCW where I think it was Bret Hart and Sting, or was it Ric Flair and Sting? And the show just ends with Sting leaving the Scorpion Deathlock. I think it was on Ric Flair. Leaving Ric Flair in the Scorpion Deathlock and not letting go. Or it was Bret Hart. One or the other. And he's just not letting go, and it's just cut to the show, cutting off. And that's what that reminded me of. It's freaking awesome. That 1 hour show completely destroys Raw. I don't know why people pretend that Raw is the A show, because clearly it's not. It's just garbage. Your champion, quite frankly, you don't have much to go for. Roman Reigns is a failure of a project. You guys just don't do what you're supposed to do. And since you don't do that, it's like, well, you just hide behind Ronda Rousey. And I think that our NXT is so much better than Raw. If Raw could just get people who write for wrestling and not for television, it would make more sense. But they don't. NXT proves week in and week out, even if it's taped, it's a better show than Raw. Sometimes it's a better show than SmackDown Live. And I wish NXT was just replace Raw, to be honest with you, because it's good. I understand why folks, just a side note, I understand why folks get upset when their favorite wrestler goes to NXT, because one day they're going to get called up to the main roster. And when they get called up to the main roster, you're going to get pissed, because guess what? They're not going to be the same person you saw in the Indies. It's going to be just watered down, new version of whoever you got once they make it to Raw. And if they're lucky, they get to SmackDown so they can keep it. But no. Bobby Roode's perfect example. It doesn't work on Raw. That babyface stuff presents something in NXT such as badass, I'm better than you, I wear these suits, and I'm simply glorious. Robe, and I say glorious. Like, that's not good. That's not good. Who's going to retire the Undertaker? Well, I think that's been said. Alfonso, as much as I hate to say it, it's done already. That that suffering succotash boy did it. Mr. Roman Reigns, because I think Taker's done. Taker's not having a retirement match. I think he's just gonna retire on his own quips and stuff and just call it a day. That's over. But yeah, yeah, that's why people get upset when people go from NXT to Raw or SmackDown, and Raw is just a cesspool. It's no good. I don't see how anyone can enjoy that. It has its moments when they do it right, but as of now, the writing has been so bad, it's barely unwatchable. You can skip Raw and completely be fine. You won't miss a thing because they'll have a recap video on YouTube condensing those 3 hours into 28 minutes. And it cuts out all the garbage and you can just watch Raw in 28 minutes instead of wasting 3 hours of your life, which is sad because you shouldn't have to do that for a WWE show. I have one more thing to say before we leave. I recently watched Impact this week. Well, that was being today. This week, today. I watched Impact today, and man, that show is it's weird, man. Even 28 minutes is too. Yeah, Raw has been garbage, Alfonso. It's not the best. I hate to waste 28 minutes watching that because last week when I was all pissed off, I watched 28 minutes to just refresh myself on what was going on. Dude, garbage, just garbage. It's not worth the time. And yeah, you could condense it into 10 minutes. Even Hulu doesn't help. Hulu does it in an hour, and you watch it for an hour, and you're like, this still sucks. You trim the fat, but you didn't really trim anything. The show is all fat, no meat. But I watched Impact today. Impact weird. That Eddie Edwards and Sammy Callahan thing weird. I guess it's strange because I'm just getting back into Impact since the Hardys left. Once House Hardy left, I stopped watching completely. Spilling trays of tacos. Come on, man. Hey, supposed to get free tacos, but Impact is weird. I think I'm gonna keep watching it before I make videos about it. I'm gonna like get into it because this one episode wasn't good enough. That weird, I don't know what that match was supposed to be. Just unsanctioned match. I didn't know who half the people were. That's not good for someone like me who's reporting on wrestling, like or leaving my thoughts with wrestling. Like I can't share opinions on people I don't know. So I saw Tessa's there, Brian Cage is there, Pentagon's there, Drago's there, Aerostar, Rosemary, Andrew Everett. I know those people, but I don't know who was in that Eddie Edwards thing. And so for some reason, Tommy Dreamer was there with a Lucha Underground shirt. It was just weird, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Impact. I'm gonna give it a shot. Maybe you'll get your own little rundown show once I start watching, like I watch these other shows. As for Raw, spilling tacos is trash. Uh, everything on it is trash. I don't want anyone from NXT to go to Raw. Raw should just be your stars, your Roman Reigns, your Ronda Rouseys. Seth Rollins is the best thing on Raw, and that's undeniable. Seth, and if you want to argue, maybe Braun, but Seth and Braun are the two things that should be like your figureheads of Raw. Like Braun should be Universal Champion, Seth continue to be Intercontinental Champion, or flip flop it. But guys, I think that's it. NXT is the best show of the week. I would have said that Mustafa Ali Buddy Murphy match would be match of the week, but I'm not gonna say that. Instead, the Hiromu Takahashi match versus Bone Soldier in New Japan is definitely match of the week. I know. I'm trying to remember his name, but I don't want to botch it, so I'm just gonna call him Bone Soldier. But Reborn Bone Soldier versus freaking Hiromu. Oh my God, that's match of the week, guys. Watch that match. Freaking amazing. Probably one of the best cruiserweight matches you ever gonna see. Best segment of the week. Clearly everything in NXT. I'm MCZX. Come on, Raw. You got to pick it up. I don't even root for Raw. I don't root for you. I hate that show. I don't hate that show. I dislike that show. Hate's a strong word. But it's Team Blue and Team NXT and Team 205. And maybe one day Impact was better than Raw. That's weird to say. It's weird to say. It's really weird to say, y'all. I don't like saying that because I despised Impact for so many years, but they did something right and it was good, and I can't be mad. But look, this is going on too long. I'm MCZX. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for chatting, leaving your thoughts or whatever, or whatever. Like, share, subscribe, share the video. Do your best. Stay calm. Keep the faith. Do those three things. You'll be straight. Don't worry about, you know, overthinking so much because it's going to lead you down a well of hell. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Dominion pay-per-view predictions. Until later. Until tomorrow. Until next time. See you later. Also, happy birthday, Prince. Happy birthday, Prince. Happy birthday, dog. Bye. Miss you so much, dog.